Hello and welcome to Mumblecast, the oddly structured, poorly researched podcast extravaganza. My name is Liam. As always, I'm here with my co-host Kayla.
Hi.
Hello, Kayla. How are you today?
I am good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How is your week with your little new doggy gone?
It has been stressful, but happy, but hard, but good.
Okay. That's a lot of good
and
things,
bad.
I guess.
It's been up and down, highs and lows.
How many times has she pooped where she shouldn't poop?
Really only once.
Okay.
That was today.
Yeah.
And Drake got to clean that up. So I didn't have to worry about it. No. Poop, we've been fine. She's pretty good about, even yesterday, last night, she, went to the stairs to tell me she needed to go out. It was great. But peeing, on the other hand, it's a constant battle.
How many times has she peed in her crate?
Every time. Literally every time she's been left in the crate, she's peed.
Oh. How many times has she peed elsewhere in the house?
Well, she was doing better about that before she got her little infection. And then after that, it was pretty bad again. Countless. I can't count how many times.
Okay, it's a lot. But at least she's small and it's not a massive amount of pee.
Yeah.
It's not like a horse.
No, it would be a lot worse if it was a horse. Or elephant.
Or an elephant, yeah.
Yeah.
Or a human.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never peed just on the kitchen floor. I don't actually know how much pee I produce. I've peed outside, but it goes into the ground, and I've peed in a toilet, but it doesn't change the levels.
Pee into a measuring cup.
I did once pee into a cup or a bottle, and it filled the bottle, and then I had to quickly swip to another bottle, and I was like, oh, goddamn. And so I guess it's like pouring a 500ml bottle onto the floor. 16 ounces, I guess.
That'd be a lot. So it's not that much.
Yeah.
Hers is probably half a cup.
Okay, that's still enough to make a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, enough about pee talk. We are going to go back to Would You Rather, and as we spoke to you guys last week or 2 weeks ago about the questions, we also have a Would You Rather book. 3,000 Would You Rather questions. We thoroughly enjoy this as a topic or as a Mumble cast theme. And as I said, we're probably going to do a bit more of these just because we enjoy it and it's quite interesting. And we're not great at researching topics.
But we're getting the ones that'll give us more time to research the ones that we, instead of really trying to research every week, it gives us more time to research specific ones that we are very interested in.
Yeah.
Or that we want to learn a lot about.
Yeah, exactly. And we can really, come together and get good ones. All right, well, shall I just get started?
Yeah.
Page 1. Question. Oh. In that case...
Let's get ready to mumble!
Oh man,
Page
I've not
1.
forgotten that in a while. Page 1, question 1. Would you rather give up your favourite food for a year or give up candy forever?
Favorite food for the year?
Yeah, or candy forever. I don't... What, depends... Is it all candy?
Well, that's what I'm about to ask.
And what's considered candy?
Yes. What are we defining as candy?
I would say anything that's found in the confectionery aisles at a shop or around the till. So, basically any that comes from a sweet-making company. Okay.
But here's the thing.
But
gummy bears, I could make gummy bears.
Yeah, that would count as candy, even making it. That's a candy.
Right.
But, I don't know, slightly sweetened nuts might not be, but chocolate-covered nuts would be. I could easily give up candy, I think.
I could, too. I don't really eat that much. I like gummy bears, and I'm trying to think, with chocolate, for instance, cake doesn't count as candy. So, you can still get the chocolateness of cake,
Yeah, I guess cake doesn't really count as candy, does it?
No, cake or cookies or things. You'd still be able to get that sweetness, but just not in the candy variety. So, but the only thing you can't do that with is gummy bears.
If that's the case, then I could give up candy easily.
Yeah.
But then again, what's my favourite food for a year? That's not that hard.
That is hard.
That's not that hard. For a year. I'm possibly going to be doing that at the moment.
I know.
So, I think...
What's your favorite food?
I don't even know anything with meat in it.
Yeah.
So that one, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would give up candy because I don't eat much of it, but I could give up my favourite food quite comfortably.
Yeah.
Even though probably.
I'm going to go with candy because I've had to give up food. When I went vegetarian, I had to give up foods and I didn't really like it. So I'm going to go candy.
Yeah. Okay. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
I'll read a couple and then we'll change it to you.
Okay.
All right. Number 2. Would you rather live in a windmill or a lighthouse?
A windmill.
Yeah, why?
Because I lived in Amsterdam and I got obsessed with this one specific windmill. Or the Netherlands, not Amsterdam specifically. But anyway, this one windmill in Haarlem. It was my favorite. It was my favorite windmill. It was called, which one was it? It's like Adrian.
In Harlem?
Yeah.
New York?
No.
Oh.
Haarlem, Netherlands.
Is
Like
it
right
called
outside
Harlem?
of.
Is it like said Harlem? Mm-hmm. Huh. Didn't think the Dutch would pronounce it like that, but I guess so.
Right outside of Amsterdam. And they like changed over. It's just so cool. Like they gave tours, and like eventually we joked that like I went on so many that I could probably give a tour of it and know exactly what to say. And they can make like you can make like a flour or like grain, like grind up the grain to make flour or like cornmeal.
How big was this? How big is the windmill to live in?
You would like live on the bottom floor probably, or even the middle. I don't know. It's like.
I mean, is there enough floor space to live?
It would be cramped. It wouldn't be like this, but like.
I guess a lighthouse is not much better.
No, you at least have like the different floor levels.
I've got a feeling we've spoken about this before.
I don't think so.
Because I used to watch a TV show called Jonathan Creek where the main character used to live in a windmill. Mm-hmm. Or at least maybe I've mentioned that before. And he seemed to have quite a cool house.
Yeah.
But I would choose lighthouse.
Why would you choose lighthouse?
Because you're beside the seaside.
Ooh. Well, windmills could also be beside the sea. There were a lot, like in Kinderdijk, that were beside the sea.
I guess so.
I would choose a windmill beside the sea.
Well, okay, fair. Either one doesn't really bother me. I don't really have a preference. Lighthouse would probably be more cramped, so maybe windmill is a better option. And you get more... I don't know. I really don't know.
So one big thing that would happen with the windmills is they constantly burn down. Like they would constantly catch on fire. So that would worry me. But also you have this big lamp in a lighthouse that could probably also catch on fire.
I think because you had all that sort of cornmeal dust, right? Mm-hmm. Not cornmeal, but corn dust.
Yeah.
I'd catch on. That was what it was.
Yeah. And like the wood, the saw, like the wood, all the like from where it's rotating and all that.
Yeah, I'm going to say lighthouse because... that seems cool. And there's sometimes houses attached to it. Yeah, let's go with that. All right, one more for me and then we can go to you. Would you rather be an angel on your friend's shoulder or a devil on your enemy's shoulder? Huh? This isn't a very good one. All right, let's think.
Yeah, it is.
Would I want to be on my best friend's shoulder telling them to do good stuff or go on my enemy's shoulder and tell them to do bad stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I definitely want to be on my friend's shoulder.
Yes.
What, is a devil more fun? Why would you want to be a devil on your enemy's shoulder?
Because you could make them do stuff potentially that would like harm them. Like bring harm and destruction to them. That's how I would read it. Like, would you rather be an angel on your friend's shoulder, so like telling them to do good, or a devil trying to, because like the devil on the shoulder is not necessarily about hurting other people. It's more about the destruction of yourself.
I thought the angel and devil was more about conscience, and you were there to kind of guide them towards something, but they finally made the decision anyway. Is that not the idea? Maybe.
Probably. But
I don't want to be on my enemy's shoulder, tell you how much.
I don't either.
Yeah.
And also, like, I feel like eventually you would, maybe in the beginning, if they hurt you really bad, you'd be like, oh, this is a great idea. I can just, like, make them have a terrible life. But also, like, eventually that gets to be a lot. Like, that's a lot to, like, I would never want to, even, like, you don't want to wish bad on even your like worst enemy, you know? Yeah,
that's a crap.
Yeah.
Number 3 crap question in my eyes. Maybe some people who have got bigger enemies would care, especially if it's for life. Okay, if you were in a situation, your best friend's shoulder. I need to think of a situation though. I can't remember what I think about a situation. Never mind. All right, let's go. Number 4. Put towards you.
Okay. Number 4. Would you rather eat an entire jar of olives or sauerkraut in 15 minutes?
Sauerkraut.
Me too.
I can't even remember what sauerkraut tastes like, but I don't like olives.
It's like vinegary. It's vinegar cabbage, basically.
Oh, that's fine.
I actually really like sauerkraut.
Yeah, some people eat that normally, right?
Yeah, Drake and I would eat it all the time when we were vegetarian. And also, like, just, I don't know, it was really good on, like, hot dogs, and I love sauerkraut.
I suppose some people absolutely love olives, so it'd be an easy question for some people.
I hate olives.
Same people. What would What would have to be in the other jar for you to eat the olives? I think it would maybe like sardines or like kippers or some fishy thing, maybe.
Yeah, I've never had like sardines or anything, so I don't know that I would be able to choose.
I think maybe some awful fishy stuff.
Yeah.
Or maybe escargot. I don't know what it actually tastes like. Non-garlic version. Maybe like oysters, like just raw oysters.
Even that, like I've been eating those. I would eat that over a jar of olives. Put some lemon juice on it, you're fine.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a jar of... You can't put lemon juice on it because then you can just put anything on olives. Maybe it's made in lemon juice.
I don't... Olives by themselves, like olives in general are gross.
I don't know. I think it's... I don't know. I don't like them, that's for sure. And a jar is big. Can't think of anything else you would rather not eat. They'd have to make you eat. I would probably prefer that to... I don't know. That's about it, really. I can't really think of anything else that I really can't eat.
I don't like tartar. So jar of that.
A full jar of condiment.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Not like tartar, but like tuna tartar.
Oh, is that?
Or like, beef tartar?
It's like patty.
Yeah.
Oh, I quite like patty.
I don't like that.
It'd be tough to eat. It'd be very rich to eat a whole jar by itself, like a cracker or something. But
no, cottage cheese. I don't like cottage cheese.
I don't think I've ever tried it. I bet I probably could eat that over olives. I think over olives.
No.
Yeah, it'd be you know.
The texture thing.
Olives is a bad one for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Ready?
Next one. Yep.
Would you rather spend your entire life looking for love, or have the greatest love one could know, complete with love story? Hold on. Would you rather spend your life looking for love, or have the greatest love one could know, complete with love story, but only for 1 year?
Do I actually have to be looking for love? So is that an active process?
Yes.
And after the year of the one true love thing, am I just accepting that I'll never find love again?
Yes.
Probably that one then.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be focusing on that crap.
Oh my God.
You know, it's been your whole life not finding it. That'd be so unrewarding. I'd rather just have that and then like, okay, cool, that was fun. Let's go do something else now.
Yeah. Like be able to just like close the chapter.
That's hard to say though, because I'm not the type of person, at least not yet, that has that much care about that. And it's like, at the moment, it's really easy for me to say, oh yeah, that wouldn't bother me not having that. I got rid of it after a year. But obviously if I was in a situation where I did have that and then lost it, then it might be harder to admit that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But I don't want to be, I never want to be someone looking for love.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a thing. I don't think it should be a thing.
It just makes it harder.
It's not something that can be found. It's something that's created, and you try to look for something that can't be found. It's silly.
Yeah. I don't know.
What would it be?
I don't know, because like, I think probably the second one too, because I think like this is really morbid, but about like if you're with somebody and then they die, like I would rather have had that time with them than. And it'll be, even if it's shorter, than not.
Yeah.
So I think the second one too.
I think there's very few people that have a true love that has died that said they wish they didn't have that time.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah. So I would think the second one too.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Serious for a second.
Yeah.
Hit us up.
All right, this is a good one. Would you rather write and have a best-selling book published or star in a hit blockbuster movie?
It depends. Okay, so you write a book and it's a best-selling book, or you star in a blockbuster movie.
Yep.
Now, is that the only time either that happens? You can't write another book and you can't star in another movie? Just you give me your thoughts of how we should gauge this.
I think yes, you can. I mean, if it's best-selling, probably gonna write another one. If you're a star in a hit, probably gonna have another one. So we're going to say you can do both again.
Personally, I would prefer to act in a movie because books suck. But, yeah, probably the movie because it seems like it's a more fun experience to create. and you can still make money. A book, yes, you have full control over it, but you have to put a lot of work in to make it really good. Mm-hmm. And a best-selling book doesn't necessarily mean like a Harry Potter or some other, more impressive novel. It could be a cookbook or like a self-help book or like a photograph book.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in that. So probably a movie. But I would actually prefer to write and direct my own movie over the book or the film. Why are you giggling? What's up?
Did you hear Lexi fart?
I didn't hear a fart. Oh, I have to go back and check that, guys. Lexi farted. Was that
so loud?
Oh yeah? Maybe I missed it. Maybe I wasn't. Maybe I was just paying attention to my own voice.
So you would if the choice was third choice, write and direct a movie.
Yeah, I'd much prefer that. I think over all of them. That's probably the least financially successful one, I think. But I'd still rather do that.
Yeah.
How about you?
So I do think that starring in a blockbuster movie would be more fun because you'd have like the camaraderie of like the team and like the rest of the actors around you, and like it'd be a lot more interesting. Yeah. But I love writing and I love reading, so I think publishing the book would be the route I would go.
So what type of book would it be?
Fiction.
What type of
young adult, like a Harry Potter.
On the spot, what is the story? Go.
So this boy, his parents were killed when he's young.
No, you can't recite Harry Potter. It wouldn't be a bestseller. Come on the spot.
I don't know.
Create something.
Some kind of a murder mystery.
Murder mystery. Okay, and who's died? Is it someone famous? Is it someone important? Or is it just a person?
Just a person.
Okay, and who is detecting it?
A detective.
Is it a teenage detective?
This is the problem with me writing a book. I'm not creative. I have tried multiple times to write a book.
No, this is just spitballing. Okay, so someone non-important has died. Where is it based?
San Diego.
San Diego. Okay, what time period is it based?
Now. Present day.
Oh, interesting. Present day San Diego. Someone non-important has died, and what circumstances? That makes it interesting.
It's very, like, high profile. Like,
so in what way?
Like, it was like they were murdered in a way that was like everybody knew about it. It's scary. They think it could be another serial killer.
Oh, okay.
But it's just another random person that died. But like the actual like murder was like, whoa.
Was it gruesome?
Yeah.
Did you ever hear about the Golden State Killer?
No.
So I listened to a podcast recently about the Golden State Killer, which was only kind of revealed. You know what? I'll save it for a topic because I don't want to just repeat the podcast I listened to because they did a much better job, but it'd be quite an interesting topic.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Okay. I mean, that sounds like a potential plausible book to write.
Yeah. What would your movie be about?
What's your main character and what's his name or her name?
My main character's name is Arthur.
Arthur what?
Hobbs.
Is he a private eye? Or
Yes.
is he like an actual cop already?
He's a private eye.
Or is he just a dude?
He's a private eye that was an ex-cop that was very disgruntled with police force.
Ooh, classic.
Yeah.
Arthur Hobbs.
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
What's your movie about?
I don't know. I think
It's hard, isn't it?
initially I would want it to be like a Lock, Stock-ish type. One of these movies that like leads you down a certain path and has a good twist. But isn't too, it's not like action focused, but it's not like drama and like spoken. It's maybe like I don't want to say horror movie. You know the movie Zodiac or like something like that.
Where it's like keeps you on it's like a thriller.
More of a twist.
It keeps you on the edge of your seat, but it's not like super big. It's neither drama nor like super big action, like things are blowing up, but it's just like very intense.
Yeah, it's not blockbuster and it's not like Oscar worthy. It's just one of those movies like everyone's like, yeah, that was a good movie. And not a twist that ruins it next time you watch it. So not like a Sixth Sense twist necessarily. Yeah. Maybe a Sixth Sense twist.
Yeah.
But something less, you can still rewatch it and still get the same enjoyment knowing the twist.
Yeah.
Whereas you can't on things like Sixth Sense.
Yeah. As
much anyway.
I like that.
I don't think I've ever watched Sixth Sense again. And it would maybe involve a killer egg as well. I'm not sure. However, you know what? I've always had this thought about a TV show I wanted to create. And it's called Henchman. Or Foot Soldier, I'm not 100% sure. Probably Henchman. And it was like a comedy, sitcom. Not quite a sitcom, but like kind of like a comedy. And it's about the foot soldiers, or like the henchmen of like a supervillain.
Okay.
So you know how you always had like James Bonds would go about killing all these guys who are like the henchmen.
Yeah.
It was about these henchmen who worked for who kind of like kept on, like each season got a new job with a new evil guy. And they would it was just about their day to day. Just follows them about their day to day. And occasionally one episode a season you would get the hero come in and defeat the evil guy, and they'd just like, oh, okay, we'll move on. I think that'd be quite a good comedy.
Cool. I like that.
I think that would be a good comedy, and I don't know how you'd have to get the same normal tropes of comedies, but yeah, that's my idea.
I like that.
Yeah, that'd be quite good. But I need to, nobody steal it. That's my idea. I need to
copyright that.
I need to put some sort of, I don't know how comedies and pitching comedies work.
Yeah.
Not Scooby. Maybe I need to write a pilot episode and give it to somebody.
Yeah.
We'll do that. I can be the next guy that did that thing. Who's that guy that did like Big Bang and Friends and all those other ones?
I don't know.
Can't remember his name. It's the guy that you always see at the end. Created by or something by blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Okay, you go.
Hold on. I did try to write a book in high school one time. I was just looking up the name of who I was writing it about. So have you ever heard of Beowulf?
Beowulf, yeah. I kind of saw the movie with...
The terrible 3D movie.
Bean, what was the guy's name? Like Sean Bean, I think, and Angelina Jolie.
Yeah. So it's about this, like, it's an ancient, either Greek or Roman. I think it's Greek.
Beowulf?
Maybe not Greek. It's just an ancient book.
I think it's like
before
Norse
that.
Yeah,
before that. About this guy, and he's like this hero person, and he goes in, basically he's trying to defeat this creature named Grendel. And that's who I had to look up. I couldn't remember his name. I kept thinking Crimes of Grindelwald, but that's not it.
It's Scandinavian, yeah.
Okay, so he kept trying to, like, his task is to defeat Grendel. So in high school...
Grendel Angelina Jolie?
I think she was Grendel's mom.
Okay.
So in high school, I wrote a book from Grendel's point of view. And it was like on why he was attacking this tribe or these people or whatever. And man, I don't remember much about this book at all. But yeah, so I kind of wrote it from his point of view. So that would be another book.
From Grendel's point of view?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. How many pages do you get in?
I don't remember. It was like we had to write like a short story. I finished it. It was very small. Like I'd have to go into a lot more detail for it to be an actual book.
Yeah.
This is like a project we did.
It'd be tough because you'd have to relate it back to the current law to some degree and blah, blah, blah. That's another movie kind of TV, well not movie, idea that in similar lines of like doing a whole movie through the eyes of what would stereotypically be considered the bad guy, but portray it in a way that everybody becomes empathetic and actually believe he's right. And then as you not pan out literally, but open up to the actual ending, it's actually, actually he was the bad guy.
Yeah. So Drake has mentioned both a book and a TV show, like kind of like that. So you've watched some of The Walking Dead, yeah? Yeah. Did you ever see Negan?
Yeah.
Okay, so Negan, like, when he talks, like, obviously he was, like...
I should say, I've not seen any of it, but I just know who Negan is.
Okay, I won't give any spoilers, but, like, obviously he's, like, the villain or whatever, and he's a very bad guy, but the way he got there, like, was for good reasons. Like, he was, trying to be a good leader, and then along the way kind of, like, got lost in this, like, whole mindset and had to do some really messed up things. And so Drake's always said it would be a really cool, like, if they wrote a show with him as the main character, like, he could easily fit Rick Grimes' place. Like, Rick Grimes did a lot of messed up things too to protect his people, and he just did them a little bit differently, went about them a little bit different ways. But it, like, you were very empathetic with Negan sometimes. So that'd be a cool show.
I think that's a slight difference in the fact that it's that seems like a progression and a development through someone, and they're out for the greater good, but have to do things that against the things for the greater good. With other what I was saying, it was basically through Hitler's eyes.
Yeah.
And he seems like he's doing the best for the country and all this, and you don't actually think about, you wouldn't have any death necessarily and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I always feel like there's always two sides to the story, and it's as simple as depending on what side you're on is the good side. And as a Western country, all of our movies are from the Western good side, which, I don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we talked about writing a book or even the movie. It would be like, because books and movies all tend to follow these like specific tropes, like things that like, if it's this type of book, this is typically what happens in this type of book. And so like writing a book that completely went against all of the tropes.
Yeah.
To where it was like anti-trope and completely like not what you'd expect. I don't know, that'd be fun.
I think there's a belief, or like some scholars somewhere believe that it's like 7 themes that all books, every book that ever exists revolves around. And it's things like star-crossed lovers and this and that and all these sort of things. So
it's true.
Being able to go down one of them and somehow tweak it so it's not that. And I guess that falls back into the twist ending type thing to some degree. All right, next one.
All right, see you.
All right. We'll maybe do one more and we'll move on. All right, number 7. Would you rather go on a trip around the world with your best friend or a week-long vacation at a resort in Hawaii with your significant other? Well, I know what you're going to say about this already. This is a stupid question. Should we just move on?
Yeah. What? Hold on. Why? Is that really what the question is?
Yeah. Well, first of all, your significant other should always be your best friend.
I disagree.
They should be our best friend. They maybe not
A
be
best
the
friend,
best
yes.
friend. Yes.
A best friend, sure. The best friend, no.
Well, again, being the word best is a bit subjective.
Agree, disagree.
Well, it depends. If you're going on a world... Okay, what's your answer?
I don't want to answer this one. I don't want to make anybody mad.
Well, I mean...
Neither of them listen.
Well, okay. Perfect. So I believe you would go on a worldwide trip.
Yes.
But for 2 reasons. One, because it's a year-long trip.
Hold on. In this year-long trip around the world...
I lied. Would you rather go on a trip around the world with your best friend? It's not even a year long, so it could be a week long as well. Or a week long vacation to a resort in Hawaii with your significant other.
So in this trip around the world that I'm taking with my best friend, we could stop in Hawaii and Drake could come meet us. There we go. I
don't want to stop in Hawaii.
Well, we're going to.
See, I baited her into thinking I was a best friend, but I'm not.
You're one of them. That's why I said
I wouldn't be on the trip though, would I?
No, you wouldn't.
No, I'm joking. Don't worry, it's all good.
You would not be on the trip.
Hold that against you.
Why would you not be on the trip, Liam?
Because I'm not your best friend.
No, why would you not be on the trip, Liam?
Because I'm not your best friend. I'm always significant other.
Because you don't like traveling.
Hey.
Because you don't like traveling.
You asked me to go to Hawaii.
Because you don't like traveling.
Nope, lies.
Whatever.
I would probably prefer to do the significant other in Hawaii.
Really? Well,
yeah, well, I don't have a best friend, and I don't want to go around the world. I don't really want to go to Hawaii. I don't have a significant other. So none of this appeals to me whatsoever.
Can we move on to the next one before we argue on this podcast?
I don't know if this is going to be any better, but let's see how it goes.
Oh, God.
Would you rather serve 1 year in active combat in the U.S. States Army or volunteer for a year-long missionary work in an impoverished country?
Read that one again.
Would you rather be or serve for a year in the U.S. military or your country's military, or a year-long volunteering, doing missionary work in an impoverished country?
A year-long volunteering. By missionary work, are we meaning like just good deeds, or are we meaning like specifically, I'm gonna preach to you about?
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, does missionary always mean religious preaching?
Let's say no. Let's say it's just good deeds.
Okay. I would probably rather do that, but that's not because I'm against... I wouldn't want to be part of the US military. I'd be part of the British military.
Yeah.
And I'd want to go through the training before I did that, so it'd be more than a year. Mm-hmm. But no, I'm not against the military whatsoever.
Yeah.
And to some degree, I'd maybe prefer that, personally.
Yeah.
But as far as... no, I'd probably rather do that.
The military?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I've always wanted to be part of the military, and I never really just got around to doing it.
Oh.
And now I'm too old. Well, not too old. I could do it now, but...
You're never too old.
Well, you are, actually. They don't let you join the Air Force after 32 in the UK. And you can't join the Army after 36 or something.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure what it is exactly. Stuff like that. All right, I think we'll leave it there. We're only actually 8 questions. Well, what did you choose? Missionary work.
Huh?
Where do you want
Missionary.
to work?
Wherever.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Asia, Africa, or... Okay. Why Africa?
Because I lived in Asia already.
I'd probably rather Asia than Africa.
Definitely.
Africa's... It's tough.
Yeah.
Real tough. Okay, I think we'll leave it there. These weren't as happy-go-lucky as we were hoping this week. But they're still interesting.
Yes.
Guys, send us... Wait, do you have any shits and hits for this week?
I started a show today, but I'm still not sure how I feel about it. So it's TBD. It's called Raising Dion. It's on Netflix. Dion. So I'm 1.5 episodes in, and I will let you guys know later.
Okay, and I haven't seen anything in a while, actually. Have I? Nope, I haven't. I do plan on watching Game Changer, which is going to lead on to my diet, but we'll talk about that maybe next week.
Yep.
And that's about it.
Yeah.
Hit us up on Instagram on Mumblecat at the Mumblecast. Let us know what you would rather do out of these questions we've had today. Send us any of your ideas or questions that you might want us to chat about. And that is about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been Liam.
I'm Kayla.
And this has been Mumblecast.
Bye.
Bye.